Hi, I'm Catherine Polk, your host in Bringing Back the Psalmist, God's Mighty Warriors. Welcome to my show. Well, this show is about soloists that have left the local churches in the mega churches. Very seldom you see a soloist from a mega church singing on Sunday mornings or even in conventions or conferences. You see a lot of Christian artists that are household names, and that's okay if they would include the local soloists. Now, I'm not going to touch the choir or the praise singers at this point because they do sing every Sunday, at least most Sundays. Praise singers sing every Sunday. Um, Maybe at times the choir doesn't, but the soloists are the ones that are left out completely. This is my subject, and who I'm really appealing to right now is the lost soloist. I'll tell you a little bit about myself. I'm a psalmist. I've traveled 31 countries of the world. I was a member of a mega church, and I did do a lot of singing there, and they paid me very well. So I can't complain. But I saw so many other singers that are soloists that weren't utilizing their talents. They weren't being compensated, of course, if they weren't utilizing their talents. And I saw a lot of them leave the church discouraged, brokenhearted, and nowhere to sing, no platform. And a lot of them, sad to say, went back to the world, singing in nightclubs, or trying to get on American Idol and make a name for themselves. Or a lot of them are just pew warmers. I call them the seat warmers. Well, that's got to change. God is not pleased with that. And I don't encourage folks to go back out into the world and sing. Many years ago, I used to sing in nightclubs. But it wasn't because I didn't have a platform in the church. Because back then, as a soloist, everybody sang in church. They just didn't pay you unless you were a household name. But as time progressed, I have sang many places, as I stated, all over the world, and I do get paid for my services. Now, I know a lot of you are saying, how is that connected to the soloists in the church? Well, if you read the book of Nehemiah, it explicitly tells you in the 13th chapter that soloists, psalmists, singers, which are psalmists, Levites, and porters are of the household of faith. And it's almost like they were part of the administrative staff. And in Nehemiah's day, and that book is found in the Old Testament, the singers were pushed out by the priest. And they began stealing from the singers, where the singers had to go to work in the world, jobs that they were not ordained to do by God. So when Nehemiah heard about that, he was very distraught about it. He kicked out two of the priests, Tobiah and someone else, and he sent people out to go and bring the singers back. Because Nehemiah knew that the way David had set up the singers and the chiefs of singers and musicians They were the warriors and the anointing. Brought in and ushered in the anointing. So he told the Lord, remember me, Father. I didn't forget the household of faith. We're going to talk more about that. I'll be right back.